The most successful people in the world, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, all share one secret. They understand that success doesn't come from what you have. It comes from how you think about what you have. Napoleon Hill wrote in his famous book, "Think and Grow Rich." Your thoughts become your reality. But if that's true, why do so many people struggle to succeed? Today's story will reveal the answer through a powerful lesson about mindset transformation. And along the way, we'll learn some valuable English words to improve your vocabulary. So stay with us until the end. This story will change how you see yourself and your future. Once upon a time, there lived a street vendor named Michael. Every day, Michael set up his small table at the corner of a busy marketplace. He sold cheap items, used books, old watches, and broken toys that nobody wanted. His table was always messy, his products were dusty, and his prices were low. But even with low prices, almost nobody bought anything from him. Day after day, Michael watched other vendors succeed while he struggled. Why don't people buy from me, he thought. I have the lowest prices in the market. Why am I still so poor? Michael didn't realize it yet, but he was making the same mistake that many struggling entrepreneurs make. He was focusing on the wrong thing. One hot afternoon, a well-dressed businessman stopped in front of his table. The man picked up an old watch and examined it carefully. Michael's eyes lit up with hope. "Sir, that watch is very cheap. Only $5. Please buy it." The businessman put the watch down and looked directly at Michael. "Tell me something. Why should I buy this watch from you?" Michael was confused. "Because it's cheap, sir. Very cheap." The man smiled slightly. "I don't need cheap things. I need valuable things. What makes this watch valuable?" Michael didn't know what to say. "I don't know, sir. It's just a watch. It tells time." The businessman nodded slowly. "That's your problem. You don't see value in what you sell. So why should your customers see value in it?" Success is not about selling cheap things. Success is about offering something valuable. Warren Buffett once said, "Price is what you pay. Value is what you get." If you don't believe your products are valuable, nobody else will. Saying this, the businessman walked away without buying anything. Michael sat there, stunned. The man's words kept repeating in his mind. "I don't see value. That's why nobody buys." That night, Michael couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about what the man had said, and about Steve Jobs and Warren Buffett. But what value can I offer? I only have old, broken things. For 3 days, Michael didn't open his table. He stayed home thinking deeply. On the 4th day, he had an idea. What if I don't just sell things? What if I tell stories about them? He remembered something about successful brands. Apple doesn't just sell phones, they sell innovation and creativity. Nike doesn't just sell shoes, they sell inspiration and achievement. Maybe I can do the same, Michael thought. The next morning, Michael cleaned his entire table. He organized his products carefully. He took each old book and read its story. He examined each watch and learned its history. When customers came, Michael didn't just say, "This is cheap." Instead, he said, "This book is special. It was written in 1960 and it tells the story of..." Or, "This watch belonged to a sailor. See this scratch? That's from his adventures at sea." Something magical happened. People stopped. They listened. They became interested. For the first time, Michael wasn't selling products. He was sharing stories. He was offering value. Slowly, more people started buying from him. Not because his products were cheap, but because they felt special. 2 weeks later, the businessman returned to the marketplace. He saw Michael's table from far away. It looked completely different, clean, organized, professional. There was even a small sign that said, "Every item has a story." The man walked over with curiosity. "You've changed." Michael smiled proudly. "Yes, sir, because of you. You taught me what Steve Jobs and Warren Buffett already knew. Success isn't about what I sell. It's about how I think about what I sell." The man picked up the same old watch from before. "Tell me about this watch." Michael's eyes sparkled. "This watch is from 1975. It was made in Switzerland. The person who owned it traveled to 15 countries. See this dent here? That's from when he climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. This isn't just a watch, sir. This is a piece of someone's adventure." The businessman smiled widely. "How much?" $30, Michael said confidently. Without hesitation, the man handed him the money. "You've learned the secret that took me years to understand. You're no longer just a vendor. You're a storyteller, a creator of value." This is what Napoleon Hill meant when he wrote, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." After the man left, Michael stood there, holding the money in his hand. $30, for the same watch he had offered for $5 before. But now it was different, because he was different. 6 months passed. One day, a brand new shop opened in the marketplace. The sign read, "Michael's Treasures, every item tells a story." Inside, the shop was beautiful. Old books lined the walls. Vintage watches sat in glass cases. Each item had a small card explaining its history and story. Customers filled the shop, fascinated by the unique items and the stories behind them. As Michael arranged some new items, the businessman walked in. Michael's face brightened immediately. "Sir, welcome to my shop." The man looked around, impressed. "This is incredible, Michael. From a struggling street vendor to a successful shop owner. How did you do it?" Michael smiled. "You taught me the most important lesson of my life. You showed me that my biggest problem wasn't my products. It was my mindset. I used to think I was poor because I sold cheap things. But the truth was, I was poor because I thought like a poor person. When I changed how I saw myself and my products, everything changed. Just like Elon Musk says, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." The businessman nodded with satisfaction. "Exactly. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. You understood that." Michael extended his hand for a handshake. "Thank you for not buying that watch that day. If you had bought it, I would still be selling cheap things on the street. But because you challenged me to think differently, I discovered who I really am." The two men shook hands, both smiling. "Remember this always. Success doesn't come from what you have. It comes from how you think about what you have. This is the lesson that all successful people learn. Steve Jobs learned it. Warren Buffett learned it. And now you have learned it too." This story teaches us an important truth that successful entrepreneurs have known for years. Your life will change when your mindset changes. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Don't wait for the perfect product. Start by changing how you think. See value in yourself. See value in what you offer, and watch how your life transforms. If you enjoyed this story and want to improve your English while learning powerful life lessons, please like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And subscribe to English Story Hub for more inspiring stories that will help you succeed in both English and in life. Remember, change your mindset, and you will change your life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. See you in the next story.